Oh, I'm getting wet. Hello, yes, and welcome back to the channel. So today, I have to excuse all this around me, we're sort of end of February now, we're coming to the end of February. All my plants are still inside because I don't trust the UK winter. So without further ado, let's get into this dahlia video. So dahlias become a staple part of the UK garden. You'll see them pretty much anywhere you go, any garden centre or B&Q store, because they are that popular. There's that many varieties, there's hundreds of different varieties, different shapes, colours, everything that you could ever want out of a flower. So I'm really here to sort of help you grow them for the fraction of the price, so you'll see them in the garden centres or supermarkets. So right now, end of February, is the exact perfect time to sow them, and actually it's a lot easier than you think. So just last, I think it was October, November, my father-in-law had actually got a couple of really nice dahlias which I like the look of, and I saved his seed. So I'm just going to be germinating those particular varieties this year. I'm just going to go through a couple of basic rules when it comes to sort of seed sowing, if it's something you want to do, or maybe it's something you've done and I can offer you a couple of little tips. So let's get into the practical stuff. So I'm pretty sure Monty Don doesn't have this hanging in his conservatory. However, this is my Vision Express bag, and Vision Express got nothing to do with it, but this is a paper bag. So this is everything that I saved last year, and as you can see, I just sort of hung them up off my big brugmansia, hung them up straight into there. I'll give them, let me turn you around. I'll go ahead now and give them a really good shake, get them seeds out, but you can already see just in there, the seeds have started to drop off anyway. I'll give them a good shake, and then we'll get them on some white paper and see what we've got. Apologies for the camera angle. So I did do a video on how to save seeds in general, dahlia seeds. So I'll put the link down below, just because you might find it useful. As you can see here, there's lots of little seeds. So this isn't what you're looking for. You can discard all of these, but these little beauties, just there, they're exactly what you're looking for. So let me go through and divide them up, get a decent amount, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do with them. That's those separated. So all the ones on the outer edge is not what I'm going to use right now. However, I'm not going to throw them away. I'll probably keep those. In the next sort of 3 to 4 weeks, I'll probably chuck all that in a pot and just see what happens. This here is what I'm interested in right now, so I'm going to go ahead and show you how I'm going to plant these. I'm going to use this 10 packs, but you can use whatever you want. You can put it in a singular tray, an old mushroom tray, or whatever that might be. You can either put them individually, like I'm going to sort of do, or you can sort of put them all in one pot. It really doesn't matter. The most important thing out of when it comes to seed germination and seed sowing is you don't use wet or cold compost. So if you're thinking about going to the store right now and getting some compost and getting some seeds, fantastic. However, if you buy it from outside, which, let's be honest, most garden centres and places do keep the compost outside, then you are going to have to bring it into your greenhouse, conservatory or shed to warm it up. Reason being is the seeds don't like it like that, so you won't have any real issues germinating, although it will take a little bit longer. But once they've germinated, the seeds actually go into a little bit of shock, or the plant should I say, and then they just wilt and die. So they call this dabbling off. Okay, so this is what we want to avoid. This is my compost. It's not wet, it's certainly not cold. I'm going to go ahead and get my dibber and just make small holes directly in the centre of them, just so I can drop probably half a dozen seeds into one hole. As you can see, I've pinched them all over, a little bit of a pat down because it will sink when you put the water on. So I'll probably put half a dozen seeds into one, purely because greater numbers mean obviously the better chance in germination you're going to have. So fingers crossed these will actually stay now on my light system, so with my palms and my cuttings from the winter. So just very quickly, got some clematis which are sprouting, got some hydrangeas which are sprouting all from cuttings from the garden. We've got canna lilies, trachycarpus palms, and we've also got some brugmansias on there as well. However, so let's get back on this, water these, and then we'll summarise. Really important that you give them a fairly decent water, so we're not looking at overwater them. There is a fine line, as you can see here. I'm not drowning them. What a brilliant word moist is, but that's probably the best way we could describe it. Not wet, not too dry. I'm going to wait for those to germinate. So time frame wise, I mean, it's quite early on the season, so it's probably going to take a couple of weeks, couple of half weeks to germinate. But I'll let you know on the progress if it's something that you guys are interested in. Please let me know down below, A, whether you enjoyed the video, and B, whether you want a bit of an update on it. That brings me to the end of the video, so thank you very much for watching if you made it to the end. If you did, please subscribe, it really does help the channel out. Anything you'd like to see, please drop in the comments down below and I can do a video on it. As you can tell, I rather enjoy these videos at the moment, so until next time guys, I'll see you in the garden. Take care. Oh, I'm getting wet!